Deep inside a wide forest where the morning sun painted the trees with gold and streams ran like silver ribbons, life was full of peace. Birds filled the air with cheerful songs, rabbits played in soft grass, and deer jumped gracefully across meadows. Everything felt calm and safe. But peace never lasts forever, because one hot afternoon, when the wind was sharp and the ground was dry, a fire broke out. It started small with a few leaves catching sparks, but in no time flames spread like a wild beast, climbing tree to tree, devouring branches and turning the green forest into a red storm. Animals panicked, monkeys shrieked and swung from burning branches. Deer bolted in fear, snakes slithered deep into holes. Even the strong bear and the proud lion who never feared anyone now ran helplessly. Smoke filled the sky. The air grew heavy, and the beautiful forest looked like a nightmare. In the middle of this chaos, a small hummingbird sat on a branch, trembling. Her tiny chest rose and fell quickly. Her nest behind her shook from the heat. She wanted to fly away and escape. After all, she was small. Her wings were light. Her beak could not carry more than a drop of water, and the fire looked endless. She thought, "What can I do against this monster?" But then she looked back at her nest. Her eggs sat quietly waiting for her. The trees that had sheltered her since she was born now cracked under the fire. Her friends, the forest animals, screamed in fear. She whispered to herself, "Maybe I cannot stop everything, but I must try, because doing nothing is the same as letting it all burn." Without another thought, she shot into the air, flew to the river nearby, dipped her beak into the cool water, carried just a few drops, and rushed back to the fire. She let the drops fall on the flames. Of course, they vanished instantly. The fire roared louder. Smoke burned her eyes. Her wings shook with pain, but she did not stop. She went back again and again. Her drops looked small, but her courage grew big. Up in an old tree, an eagle sat watching her. He spread his large wings and laughed. "Little bird, why do you waste your time? Do you think your drops can defeat this fire? Look around. The forest is collapsing. No one can stop this storm. You will burn before the fire ends. Fly away and save yourself." The hummingbird paused for a moment. His words pressed heavy on her heart. Maybe he was right. Maybe she was foolish. Maybe she was wasting her life. Her wings trembled with doubt. She almost stopped. But then she looked at the animals running in fear, at the deer crying for their young ones, at the forest that had given her food and shelter all her life, and she felt something stronger than fear, courage. She turned to the eagle and said firmly, "I know I cannot put out this fire alone. I know my drops are small, but when this is over, I will know I tried. I will not sit idle while everything I love burns. My part may be tiny, but it is still my part." The eagle stopped laughing. He had no answer. The hummingbird flew back to the river. Again and again she carried her drops, each one falling like a promise that she would never give up. And then something changed. The animals hiding and crying began to watch her. The rabbit peeked from his hole. The deer stopped running. Even the lion stood still. "If this tiny hummingbird can fight, why can't we?" they whispered. "Maybe one drop is small, but many drops together can fight." Slowly, courage spread through the forest. The rabbit ran to the river and carried wet leaves. The deer dipped his antlers into water and shook it over burning bushes. Monkeys ran with wet branches in their hands. The elephant sprayed water from his trunk. Even the lion roared and used his paws to beat small flames. Together, the animals who once froze in fear now joined the fight. The villagers from nearby saw this, and their hearts lit with energy. They brought buckets and cloths. They formed a chain with the animals, paw to hand, trunk to bucket.